getting off flex. The live is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little.
Real quick before I get out of here. Jake Paul, AJ, what round does AJ do it in?
Whenever
just tell me. Just tell me.
Whenever he wants. But, you know, it's like, it doesn't... Jake Paul, obviously he's not a heavyweight, right? Or he's a cruiserweight. For a heavyweight, he will move well with decent speed. So it all depends what Jake Paul does. If he wants to go in there and somehow try and survive 1 round, 2 rounds, by moving around, holding, like, you know, there is a chance to do it.
Oh, God.
As soon as he gets hit clean on the chin, the fight's over.
It's over with.
So when that will come, it could come in the first 20 seconds. It might come in the 3rd round. I don't know. Like,
is AJ going to carry him?
No, absolutely never, ever. Because if you carry people in boxing, it's also dangerous. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, Jake Paul is not, in my opinion, a world-class fighter. He can still punch. He's a decent size. And if you fuck around, and then you end up trading up and getting caught, how embarrassing would that be? So we want him out of there ASAP, and we want to take the money, and we want to go and have a nice Christmas.
3 rounds. Thank you, Eddie. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's do this roll call real quick, because I want to get to this smoke. Adrian Vett, Dark Karens, Iraq, Columbia, Universal Truth, Del Riv, Ern Jordan, Snoop. What up, Snoop? Anthony Bolton, the real Mr. Shelton, Jalen Hudson, Shaquilla Fields, salute, Queen. Brother Reef, Josh, K-Rod, Dirt Gang Boss, One Deep, salute. MXC, Rashard Livingston, Dapper Dons, Isaiah, Jimmy Bernard, what's going on? Come on in, like the video, hype the video, share it. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Doodoo Chase and Miguel to do anything for us. Hen Dog. Mook, what up, Mook? What's going on? Jersey. All right, so let's get it. We all saw it.
Before you start, I just want to say, because I got my Rumble page open up, and I'm looking at your thumbnail from what you did about a month ago with Tank, and he's like in one of them freezer packs where you purchase your meat.
He's old meats, huh? Yo, when y'all go to the corner store, you trying to get your hamburger help on, and you see the ground beef, and it's just $1.99, and it's a lot of ground beef, it's $1.99. You're not coming up. You about to get food poisoning, bro. You going to buy that? You be like, oh, this on sale? Nah, bro, you better leave that right there. That's just like getting sushi at the gas station. What are you doing? You about to die. Word is bond. Rod Neal, salute. Jason Bourne. Commission, salute. Commissioning, salute. Antonio MMA. All right, so let's get it, man. Let's get it. If you pick Jake Paul to win this, I understand what fear is. Fear is AJ going in there and laying the egg purposely for $92 million. Outside of that, Shamar, what up? Outside of that, I said, you know what? If there's no agreement, there is no way that Jake Paul could win this fight. And I said, AJ gonna beat his ass if there's no agreement. And I said, I will know by the end of round 1 if it gets that far. And midway through round 1, the way I saw Jake running around the ring, I said, oh no, they have no agreement. They have no agreement. AJ literally, that was a big ass ring. 24 by 24. You do, man, listen.
They might as well fought inside of an abandoned building.
For real. Yo, listen, that was the size of an Olympic track. He did everything but literally turn his back and start running. Listen, moving forward, you see, the boxing guys are making things right. No longer can you tell me anything about running. I don't want to hear it about Shakur. I don't want to hear it about Devin. I don't want to hear it when Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao, because that was boxing. That's boxing. What Jake was literally doing was running. you saw that he was a novice in comparison to a professional fighter. Stormy, footwork. The first thing I noticed, Jake, he was taking too many steps. It's a 24 by 24. How do you train a fighter to move in the ring? How's he supposed to move?
Well, first of all, a fighter has to have balance.
Mm-hmm.
And the balance will enable him to move forward or to retreat or to move lateral, unilateral. And he wasn't doing that at all. He was just skip to the loo, my darling. You understand?
Yeah.
And I noticed it right off, when the bell rang and they stepped away from their corners, he went into that mode. I started laughing because I was like you, I was like, oh, there's no agreement here.
There's no agreement. You knew in the first 10 seconds, there's no agreement. I knew it. I knew it because, listen, this is why I say, family, it's okay if you don't know, the mechanics behind things, but there's certain things that the trained eye, I'm a trained eye. I'm no expert. I've never been pro or amateur, but I've been in gyms. I know the basic stuff. And Jake knows, but you know what happened in that first round? Do you remember when when AJ threw that left hook and missed? I said, oh shit, he's trying to kill him. There's no agreement. Jake was scared. And when you get scared, you forget what you've learned. And he was literally, he might as well have been light jogging. It's for 24 feet. He's 6 feet tall. He could sidestep about good 3 steps and be on the other side of the ring. He was like literally jogging. It was too many steps. That's why he got tired by the 3rd round. He was jogging. And I said, oh my God, what is going on here? I said, he's going to get knocked out, bro. And it went just how I thought it would go. He's going to get ugly. He's going to try and muscle AJ. And he's going to realize, holy shit, this guy's 250, 6'6", and he's also stronger than me in the clinch. And that's another thing. Jake don't know how to clinch. How many times did he fall on the floor? That was fatigue. Then he took a break because AJ trying to get up and put his knee on his chest, getting up. Then he took the break. I said, then he tried to fake a leg injury. I said, here we go. But he stood there and got punched in the face. You see what I'm talking about? This was stupid. There was actually people that thought that Jake could win this fight. The only way Jake won this fight is if AJ took a $100 million dive. And coming off of a Daniel Dubois loss, I don't think that was the only danger about this fight.
Can we list the injuries sustained by Jake Paul?
Please.
Huh?
Please, yeah.
I think they say a possible broken jaw in 3 different places. I wish it was 4.
Yeah.
About 7 of his newly aligned bridge work was pushed out, like when you have what they call them, kidney stones. So we won't be hearing much out of his mouth for a while, at least clearly anyway. And there should be quite a headache today too, in his ass, because this is to prove to everyone out there, you don't play boxing. You could be a YouTuber all you want. You can get people blowing smoke up your rear end all you want. You can have 2 million supporters to your YouTube channel. One right hand to the jaw will rearrange the entire existence.
Yep.
One. From a trained professional. And AJ ain't even the best heavyweight in the world.
No.
By far. So I love the outcome because it kind of redirected things a little bit for the sport of boxing. You see, Tank Davis wasn't going to be able to do that.
No.
But he probably still could have won, you know.
Probably.
But what happened in this was must-see Netflix TV. Yeah. You know, I mean, it was beautiful seeing him get, you know, struck. But the Picasso is the injuries sustained from one punch. One. You know, Ken Norton and Ali fought back in 1972, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And Ken Norton broke Ali's jaw.
Which one? Which fight was that?
The first fight.
First fight. Okay.
And interestingly, Ali talked about the injury. He said a lot of people try to say it happened early in the fight, like in the first 5 rounds. Ali said, no, it happened late. Because, you know, they're trying to make it more dramatic. Oh, he fought the whole fight with a broke jaw.
Right.
He was like, Ali said, why would I fight a fight knowing my jaw is broken? The man punching me, hitting me on my jaw may break it more or whatever. He said, you think I'm a fool? But what I'm getting at is this is a professional. Ali, Olympic champion and everything. Been in there with killers. Norton, Frazier, Foreman, all of them. A broken jaw ain't nothing to play with, man.
No.
And this fool managed to get his broke in several places from one shot.
One shot. One shot.
Which pretty much tells me he wasn't biting down on the mouthpiece.
Nope. He was doing that. He was wagging his tongue.
Yeah. And, you know, he in there playing around. But what did I say earlier? I said, you don't play boxing, right?
Nope.
So since he wanted to play, AJ gave him a number called Name That Tune. Huh? And there's one that comes to mind immediately. You remember this song? Oops, I made a mistake. That's all.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Huh? He took a foot to the face, disguised as a fist. Fist of the North Star.
Fist of the North Star.
His damn jaw. But this is beautiful. I love it. And I relish and revel in things like this because can we get back to some real boxing now? You see? Let the next YouTuber come on up. But show him the dental records of Jake first. Huh? Remember training day when dude was like, I love having my shit pushed in. You think so? I don't think you do. He is a candidate, a poster boy now for why you don't do this.
That's right.
And some people may say, well, but for the millions he made,
No. Don't do that to him. Don't do that to yourself.
Do not try to attach dollars to fuckery because it doesn't equate.
True or false, what happened to him, he could feel next year. And I'm going to tell you something else. He spars a lot. You ever listen to him talk? His shit is slurred. And I think he said it one day. He spars, like you said, Stormy, a lot of that happens in the gym. His shit is slurred. Just listen to him. So all that bread he got, I'm happy for him. Check with him in the next 2 years, next 24 months. Everyone's saying that, you know, when he gets healed up, Canelo's his next fight. Then on ring, I think they said he's retired. Look, I think he should just hang it up. Hang it up. This was not a good idea. It was only a good idea if they had an agreement. But AJ getting flat, the more I thought about it, I said, man, the last time we saw AJ, he was asleep against his British rival. Slept him. There was no part of that. He won. I don't know if he'd lay down for a YouTuber. Unless Master Eddie said, no, you're taking this fight. Okay, well, if I'm taking this fight, I gotta go all out. I can't go 8 rounds with this guy. I gotta put him away.
You see something. Now you see now. You done fucked up, you know that thing.
I
See what I'm saying?
I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Gerard Harlem in the building. If I miss you in the chat, no, I love you. Abel, 88. I see you, Del Riv, Eric O. I see y'all. Check with Jake in the next 24 to 36 months and just listen to him. That guy sparred a lot. Now, he took boxing serious enough to know some things. He'll beat up the average person in the ring. You've seen it. But although we say what we say about Anthony Joshua's a former unified champion. He's a professional. And you saw the difference. I told y'all the Ben Gordon story. I didn't know who I was playing against. Stormy, I told you this story, right?
Yeah.
The game got tight. It was like, all right. And dudes start jumping and shooting jump shots. I couldn't guard him because as high as I jumped, his feet was on the bottom of my chest. I couldn't guard him. And it wasn't until they won, I looked, he turned his hat. I said, oh,
Ben
shit,
Gordon.
it's Ben Gordon. No wonder he wasn't doing nothing the whole game until the game was within 8. And then he just killed us, and it was easy. He didn't even break a sweat. Boom, boom, crossing people. We was like, who the fuck? Who is this? It's like the Kung Fu movies where people are fighting hard, and that one dude show up, the monk show up with his hand like this, and he's kicking everybody's ass with one hand. People start flying. They're like, yo, your Kung Fu is fantastic. I'm Master Yun. Oh, Master Yun. That's how we felt. It's like, yo, that's Ben Gordon. Oh, my God. Yeah, fuck it. We couldn't guard this dude. We couldn't do nothing with him. And we were playing hard. We couldn't guard him at all. The difference between the A1, what is it? What are those dudes? N1, the N1 mixtape guys, and an NBA player. The N1 mixtape guys will bust your ass in the street or put them on the NBA floor. A lot of them won't pan out. Only Skip to Malu, Ray for Austin did, but that's about it. There's a difference. Jake Paul is okay. And I told y'all, look, he's ranked at cruiserweight. I think Jao Pataya would have killed him. Jao Pataya would have killed him. At cruiserweight? Now, here's what I want. Did anybody count the clinches? Anybody? I lost count. Did anybody count the clinches? And as a matter of fact, anyone count the clinches where he fell to the ground? Anyone count those? There was like 5. I was waiting for the ref to say, yo, come on, man, I'm about to take a point. This is ridiculous.
Did you catch him trying to trip AJ up too with like some, real fouls of trying to get him off his feet? But AJ is a professional. He knows all of that stuff. So with everything Jake was trying to do, it was no way out, man. It was no way out.
Nope. He ran. He laid on the floor. He tried to fake a leg injury. There was nowhere for him to go. And I think this was the worst case scenario. But you know what? I also think that the fact that when AJ stepped up, because he tried to holler at AJ before, and he was talking a lot of shit. I guess he thought it was easy. Bro, you're not Alexander Usyk. Lord Sweat, real Baltimore, salute. And still, salute. You can't do what Usyk does. First of all, Usyk been doing this when you was making troll videos on YouTube at 16. Usyk was getting punched in his face by grown men. Look at Usyk's footwork, and then look at how Jake Paul was running around the ring. It was amateurish. And again, Jake will beat up the average guy in the street in a boxing ring. But put him in there with AJ is a professional. He had no, let me say this. People saying that AJ took too long. People are saying, Jake went 5 rounds and Ngannou only went 2. Let me tell you something, man. You know what Ngannou's mistake was? He says, I matched this guy in size. I could take his punch at least, and I'm going to land something because I just went 12 with the Gypsy Queen. And that someone should have sat him down and explained some things to him, but it was too late. He was feeling himself, and you saw the result. What he didn't do was what Jake did, because I didn't see the cards. Anyone have the cards? Because Logan was yelling at when Jake was taking his rest. Logan was yelling at AJ, "You've lost every round. What are you gonna do?" And AJ didn't even turn around. I'm like, yo, he's about to die. All they was left doing was trolling. Now, let me tell you something. I didn't score a single round for Jake Paul. Do you know why? Not because I hate Jake Paul. I don't hate Jake Paul. Actually, I dislike AJ more. But I didn't score a single round for that dude. Do you know why? There's something called ring generalship. He didn't even have effective aggression. Did he outland AJ? No. AJ was the aggressor. This guy was running away. I didn't score a round for Jake Paul. Not one. Now, I didn't see the cards. But I'm interested to see what the judges had. How did you have Jake? Now, I think Jake landed 3 good shots. But by the time he hit AJ with it, I think it was probably round 3 or 4. And they were looping like hooks, and AJ ate them off the top of the head. They looked good, but they didn't do anything. Joe Townsend, Freedom's March, salute. They didn't do anything. AJ controlled the ring generalship. This dude wasn't even boxing. He was running. And then he fell into clinching and falling all on the floor. That round, how many times he fell on the floor? Like 2 or 3 times? That damn near was a 10-8 for me. There's no way. I need to see the cards. Did they release the cards yet? I haven't seen it. If they email it to me or something, or text it to me. If y'all, whoever got my phone number. There was no part of this fight that Jake Paul was winning, man. There was no part of it. This was disgusting. So there's no clinch counter. No one can explain to me how he won rounds. If you thought he won a round in this fight, I have questions. And what's running as it pertains to this fight? Oh, I'm sorry. We hold the boxers to a higher standard because they're real boxers, right? We hold them to a higher standard because Jake's not a real boxer. Well, this is how stupid you are. If you hold Jake to a boxer's standard, that's how he can come into the goddamn game and make over $100 million. Do y'all understand y'all did this? Jake is supposed to be just doing fights on YouTube against other YouTubers and basketball players. He pimped the game. And y'all bought it. Y'all no, you know what? Y'all are Johns. Because y'all pay for this. This is a real conversation now. You can't get mad at listen, you can't be pro Ali Act and pro boxing and anti Riyadh season. You can't. The two don't match. Y'all gave the breath of life into Riyadh season. Turkey had to come in here and make fights that would never have been made. That 6 versus 6 would have never had happened. We're on Bivol better be at 3. Proud of them fighting the first time. They should have fought like 3 to 4 years ago. All this food left on the table, and who's eating? The sanctioning bodies and these promoters. Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum. Y'all are pro that, but then when we say Al Heyman, oh, I don't know about Al, I don't know about Al. All of that bullshit y'all did. And all that dysfunction, Jake Paul came through, and look what he's doing. Turkey Al-Sheikh came through, and look what he's doing. And now he's about to hand it over to Dana White, and y'all crying? This is your fault. This is your fault. I want to see what happens now. What you gonna do now? Talk about how bad boxing is fucked up? This is your fault. This is why the smart boxing fans, you have to look at the casuals and put them on blast. Expose them for being lunatics. Expose them. This is not a safe haven for them, not the Strong House. No, I have questions. You can't answer the questions. I have to excuse you. You can't answer the questions. Boxing is the only sport where someone could get on a panel or think they can engage in a conversation and try and make shit up to make shit sound logical, but then in the same breath they say I'm a casual. New Fat Boy, salute, brother. If you're a casual, shut up, bro. Or girl. That other smut that was she was on Bear Cave somewhere. Oh, you always talking about Tank. So what? Why are you here? Then it went from that to, oh, well, you only got four subs over here, 4 people. No, you're on my 3rd channel, dummy. There's 124 people watching me right now. Dummy. Puta bitch. My boy Jose used to call people that. You puta bitch. Why are you here? Why are you here? But you see, she gets a little leeway. You know why? She's a female fight fan and she's dumb. See, I understand when a woman says, I follow this guy because I think he's cute. I'm not going to argue with you because you rooting for him because you know he makes you moist. I get it. But when you're a man doing that, he makes you moist.
Yeah, the man ain't supposed to be moist.
Making you moist, man.
What are you, a homo?
Hey.
The only moist a man's supposed to be is get your ass in that bathtub or the shower. That's
right.
It.
And let me say this, because I had to check somebody earlier because, not check them, but they sent me a link to an Instagram post and they got that Viking music playing. They got AJ walking on the stage at the weigh-in. And I see a bunch of Nigerian flags, wherever he's from, Ghana, Nigeria, wherever his people from. And it was like, yeah, for the ancestors. I said, stop. Let me put you up on game. AJ did not do this for Africa, any country in Africa. He didn't do it for them. He didn't do it for black people. He didn't do it for black Americans, black Brits, where his people are from in Africa. He didn't do it for none of those motherfuckers. Make no mistake about it. He did it for himself. He did it for Master Eddie. That's what he did. Let's not forget who this dude is. Let's not forget who he is. All right. This was the easiest come up. Eddie Hearn said, yo, look, let's get this Jake Paul fight. You can't lose it. There's no agreement. You can't lose it. All right. And $92 million. I mean, come on. Let's go get this money. He told me, I played you the video. He told me, we're going to give it to this guy and have a nice Christmas. And that's just what they did. Don't put no African pride on him. Don't put no British pride on him or no Black American pride. Don't do anything like that. He did this for him.
Check it out. If you dye Paul's beard white or silver, You might as well say Santa got clocked and he got jacked because they ran off with the loot just before Christmas. The Grinch that stole Christmas from Paul's ass, huh? That's great stuff, man. You know, we talk about it all the time, don't we? We say boxing, the stories write themselves, don't they?
The stories just write themselves. Everything aligns, man. Everything aligns. I mean, come on, man. So don't put that. Don't look. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that. I don't want to put black anything on these knuckle draggers out here, especially AJ. And I knew they'd get people like that. They sent it to me because they know how I am, but they don't really watch like that. And I just had to tell my homegirl. I said, no, not him. And she was like, what? I said, look, it's a lot to discuss, but not him. Don't put this African shit on him. No, he just did a job. He just did a job. That's all it was. And I'm glad he did it because I said if he loses to Jake Paul or if Jake Paul gets to 8, it's a moral victory for him.
Bro, please tell me that you've seen the trailer for that movie coming out, Primate.
Now, Stormy.
Oh my goodness.
You know, anything with monkeys, I get an extra chuckle out of it. Especially when I talk about
bro.
Yo,
That
I'm
girl,
telling you,
she said, whatever the damn monkey name is in the movie, she was feeding them. Oh, George, you know,
George gets
And then-
kicking everyone's ass in that film.
the monkey snapped. They don't really show you why he snapped, but he snapped. He got tired. And he went after all the asses.
So, I want that movie done and put the CGI Tank's face on it for the whole film. Yo,
Yeah, because he
I swear to
literally
God.
said in the trailer, he was like, fuck y'all.
Yo, let me tell y'all something. Watching you
Oh, my
knuckle
goodness.
draggers, boy, I get Tourette's. I can't stand y'all. I get Tourette's. When y'all get to talking and trying to make sense of shit, this be me.
Nigger.
Y'all just be talking, I be...
Nigger. Nigger.
If you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, I hate all of you. I swear, I hate all of you. But make no mistake about it. Don't put that African music, that Shaka Zulu shit. Anthony Joshua did not do this for the people. He did it for his pockets. Stop it. Stop it. Remember, he's been ducking Deontay since like 2014.
Nigger.
Nope.
Nigger.
Fuck out of here. I will never forget who that dude is, man.
Oh.
All right, Abel, I got you. Fuck that. Yeah, come on! way.
I got
Easiest
a
money.
new nickname for Paul. The White Ape.
The white ape. He's that ape in Planet of the Apes, the albino. They called him Donkey. Man, listen. Beezy, what up? You know, Blue Blood in the building. Salute, Blue. I can't stand. Yo, so I'm not gonna forget who AJ is. Don't get happy. He was just supposed to. I'm saying a loss or going to a decision with Jake Paul would have been a loss of credibility for boxing. I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget who these dudes are. All right, AJ got work to do. He was supposed to. I don't know anybody in the top 10 that would have lost to Jake Paul. I don't know anybody. And the worst selection was AJ because listen, y'all, that's still Anthony Joshua. That's still Anthony Joshua. How many people got hit by that right hand and didn't get counted out? Think about it.
Yeah, Usyk.
Yeah, well, Usyk, did he catch Usyk clean?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Usyk's a real fighter.
You remember in the first fight, you remember how Usyk's face looked?
Yeah, he was lumped up. He was lumped up pretty bad. Yeah, Andy ate that. Yeah, true. Now, note to YouTubers. And I see Gilly in where's he at? In Philadelphia. He puts these TikTokers and YouTubers in the ring and they be fighting. I just saw that dark-skinned brother with the bifocals. He be on TikTok a lot. He's pretty funny. But he just fought. He got flatlined really bad. He was unconscious before his head hit down off the mat. Let me tell y'all something. I know these guys sign waivers and they agree to do this, but you guys need to understand you can die in that ring, even if you're not fighting a professional. I've seen some of the worst knockouts I've seen come from these amateur style guys. They get hit with these hooks and they spin out and fall all crazy. You can die in that ring. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. It's not fun in games. That mat, it's not cool when you fall on it, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Fatigue will bring the truth out of you. Trick Nolte, my brother, salute. Fatigue will bring the worst out. It'll make you honest. Jake was tied by round 3. He was ready to give up. He was ready to give up. I don't know how many of y'all in the chat ever ran until you felt like you were gonna throw up. It's not a good feeling. I've done that a few times in my life. Run and then stop and start throwing up. But then you're trying to catch your breath. You really feel like you're gonna die, bro. And if you inhale your vomit, it gets in your lungs and you have another problem. That's how Jimi Hendrix died. He threw up and tried to catch his breath and he inhaled vomit and he choked on it. That's how he died. It's not a good feeling. Now imagine you feeling tired like that and somebody's chasing you around the ring trying to knock your fucking head off. Stop this, man. I don't know how much money, I don't know how much money dude made, but he got knocked out bad. It's all over social media. He got knocked out. He was stiff when he fell backwards. That's another thing. He was going backwards with his hands low. Come on, bro. He was asking for it. Trick Nolte says, salute Drew and the sensei. Charlie Z is the one who started this BS. We have witnessed over the last 10 years ago. Yeah. I hope it's the last we see of Jake Paul. I truly feel AJ could have really hurt him or worse. Yeah. But Charlie Z was a mental case. He was a mental case. And, you know, I've seen guys chase him up the street through oncoming traffic into his house. It was crazy. I think Deontay was whooping his ass. But that dude Charlie Z was crazy. But luckily for him, I seen him going to gyms to get beat up. It's wild. Floyd Sr. whooped his ass. You know what I mean? It's just BPMV salute. Freedom's March salute. And that super chat, much love and appreciation. Thank you so much, brother. Salute. But this is not a game. One thing I will say, unlike Charlie Z and the rest of these YouTubers, Jake took it serious, but he's not talented. He's not talented enough to compete on a professional setting. He was ranked in cruiserweight. Who's he beating? Nobody. Another thing I want to ask the people. He's been a pro, right? I'm going to say something. Get it back in blood. I'm not even talking about AJ. I don't want to see this again. But he still got Tommy Fury problems, y'all. Why y'all never held him to that standard? And when they signed this AJ fight, I asked y'all, I said, is Tommy Fury as good as AJ? The answer's no. But Tommy Fury pretty much outboxed him. Because like him or not, he came from a fighting family. He grew up in the gym, so he knows how to box. He's not a world beater, but he did enough to offset Jake Paul, and no one said, hey, run that back. Oh, no, beat up on little ass Tank Davis. I was opposed to that. I said, well, why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? Tank Davis can't get it together. Now he's fighting AJ. Now, I think there's a portion of Jake Paul that thought that this was sweet. Hey, if Usyk could do it, I'm not that much smaller than him. Usyk could do it. I could definitely do it. I know I could punch. And AJ was planking versus Daniel Dubois. So AJ's done. He has no chin and everything. I honestly believe that he believed his own bullshit. And what I'm telling y'all is a broken jaw in 3 places and $92 million may not have been worth his life. I really don't think you understand that this dude could have gotten killed over the weekend. Y'all really don't see that. I know he wasn't sleeping. I know he was on the floor trolling. That's why I got him and Fury up there with their mouths sticking out, their tongue. Yeah, you're in there you're in there sticking your tongue out your mouth and taunting, but you was getting your ass kicked. Now, why do you think I put Tyson Fury in this meme? Wilder Fury won. He did that a few times during the fight. You don't win rounds like that. You don't get mercy points. Oh, this guy knocks everybody out, but I made it out of another round. Y'all remember Mikey Garcia? Every time he got out of a round with Errol and he pumped his fist, I said, you know what that was? He knows he didn't win that round. You know what happened? That motherfucker was like, shit, I survived another round. I'm Gumby, damn it. Fuck out of here. But let me ask. If this dude, Stormy, if this dude comes back, what does he do?
Paul?
If Jake Paul comes back, what does he do? If he comes back and decides to fight, what does he do?
He'd be better served to fight journeymen that are done, you know, guys who need paydays.
Yeah.
Because he'll never be on world-class level. Never, ever, ever. But he could fund the sports journeymen. Quality guys who will never get world title shots, but they'll give him a good tussle in the ring because they have experience and they'll be just good enough to challenge him. And then he can make all the behind the scenes deals that he wants with those guys. You know, they got guys over in the UK who have records like 25 and 60 and shit like that. and some of your favorite UK fighters, the Moses Atumas and fighters like that, have fought those guys. Fabio Worley have fought those guys when they first turned pro. But this thing about taking class fighters and getting them to apply their name to a contract so that he can justify these cards that he's putting on, he doesn't need to do that anymore. That card without him and Joshua would have held just fine.
Yep.
It would have.
Andrew Tate just fought. And he didn't look good at all because the dude he fought was an absolute bum. And he bust Andrew's face up, and he went to Mr. DJ Salute. And he went to the cards with him. And he lost. But I see something like that. Go on and call Francis Ngannou out. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. Oh, look what Blue said, bro. Chill. Oh, Andre Durrell.
Hey, that's a whoa right there. You gotta put that whoa in there.
Whoa! What the Don't!
And you know what? I'd watch that. And Andre better not fuck around and lose.
And he just might.
Man, listen. Did any professional fighter pick Jake Paul to win this fight? Anybody?
There was a couple of them on the last final presser.
Yeah.
That guy that was hosting the presser, that little Arab dude, he was going around asking everybody on the dais, who you got. There was a few people on there that picked Paul. A few of them.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like I said, man, the only way I pick Jake Paul to win this fight is if AJ had an agreement. But a loss or going to an 8-round decision versus Jake Paul would hurt his reputation so much. Because one thing we can say about AJ is the fights that he did lose, he lost to world-class guys.
Can we also take a moment of silence to acknowledge the sellout that Mike Tyson has truly become? Those punches that he pulled in that fight, he's a disgrace.
BPMV said Drake bet 200,000 on Jake Paul. What the fuck, bro? You lying to me? 200K on Jake Paul?
He a simp anyway.
Man, he's Canadian. He don't count. Fuck out of here. You don't watch boxing, stupid. Yo, you don't sue in hip-hop. You thought we forgot? Kendrick Lamar snatched your meal and broke the plate over your head, and you sued him. Chump, what you doing betting on goddamn? Oh my God. Fuck out of here, man. A YouTuber made a cartoon of the fight at Mojad Fruit. I'll check that out. I saw everybody's trolling Jake. He's trolling himself. I saw that shit with the bandages around his head and he's laughing and shit. He don't know how bad this could have been for him. You know? I mean, look. This was not the guy he was supposed to be in here fighting.
That wasn't even AJ's best punch he got hit with.
No, it wasn't. AJ's best punch is his uppercut.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man, you saw the uppercut that Jake Paul threw and he missed?
Mm-hmm.
Man, he was ready to lay down after that. When you miss a punch, that's the most exhausting thing. That's the most exhausting feeling in the world when you're tired. No, the crowd went, ooh. I said, no, y'all don't understand. On a professional level, you understand inches. AJ was never going to get hit with that punch. You knew when Jake was, bro. Every time Jake would stop and try and set his feet, because he would have to, you would see what he's doing. He go from running and then he'd stop. I'm like, he about to throw a punch. And then he shoveled his feet and then throw the punch. You could see it coming. And Jake is like, man, it's like fighting a 4-year-old. It was disgusting. Y'all know y'all could, I ain't gonna give y'all game, man. You can anticipate, when you get really good, you can anticipate when someone's gonna do something by just watching their damn feet. That's how Evander Holyfield beat Mike Tyson. Y'all don't know that. He said when Mike's about to do something, he does something specific with his feet. So when they were in the clinch, he was watching Mike's feet. Long story, man. Y'all, bro, listen, man. Jake is an asshole, but I guess he got 200K to lose. And that's disrespectful. And the closer we got to the fight, I said, I'd be shocked if AJ took a deal to lay on the floor, and I'll be so disappointed in him. I'll be so disappointed, but you just got your lights put out by Daniel Dubois, and you're going to go 8 rounds with Jake Paul or get knocked out by Jake Paul? $92 million ain't enough money in the world. If he went in there and lost to Jake Paul on any level, what would that do for his credibility as a real fighter? That would...
His credibility already on the ropes.
It's already on the ropes. Because you know what?
We've gone through the ropes.
This fight really didn't do anything for him because it was supposed to happen. Now, here we go again. He knocks out Ngannou, and everyone said, AJ's back. Okay. No, he's not. Because what happened after that? He got in there with Daniel Dubois. What happened? He was in Boogie Wonderland after the first round. AJ's back, flat on his back. Or, no, he was planking. Face down, ass up. And F you for the person who put Diddy in the audience when his ass was in the air. That was disgusting. Now he knocks out Jake Paul. He's back again. I saw the press conference at the end. He was smiling and cheesing, and bro, it's Jake Paul, bro. Shootout, what up, bro? It's Jake Paul. So let me ask you a question. Stormy, what is this? What does this dude do next?
Who, Paul?
No, fuck Paul. What is
AJ?
What does he do?
What I would like to see, line him up with Tony Yoka.
Tony Yoka?
Yeah. Tony Yoka just got a first round knockout today on the undercard of Okoli versus Tete, which was really the battle of the bellies. I don't know. Have you seen how much weight that Lawrence Okoli has put on since he jumped up from cruiserweight?
No.
Dude, he's like 260, 270 pounds. And it ain't body beautiful either.
Ew.
He looked like he carrying a keg around.
Oh. So Tony Yoka, where's he ranked?
He's probably ranked in the top, probably the top 25 now. But you know, he had lost and he had a couple of upset losses because he had won a gold medal.
Right.
You know, but I'm telling you, he and AJ they're like mirror images. And guess who's training Yoka now? Don Charles.
Don Charles?
Yep. And he just signed before this fight. He just signed to Queensberry. So he's in the Queensberry stable.
Uh-oh.
Yoka's about 6'5", about 240, 250 pounds, just like AJ. And he's, you know, it's a good fight for him, for both of them. He never got the push that AJ got. You know, Matchroom got behind AJ like a machine, promoted him and pushed him like that. But Yoka didn't have that. He fights out of, I think, Paris, France. But he speaks English, you know.
Well, see, AJ, this is going to be the second fight where he had an outstanding knockout against someone he was supposed to beat. Because, by the way, I didn't see, I wasn't fooled by Fury and Francis Ngannou. Y'all going to learn that Fury's just that horrible. When he's not on drugs, he's that horrible. For life or death for Francis Ngannou, lost twice to Usyk. Now they talking about him and AJ. I'm gonna talk about that after the super chat. Salute Slick Tom, my brother, in that super chat. He says, "How about that goofy Jared Anderson? They already spawned together." They have to be careful with AJ because Eddie knows who he is. He knows what he is. And the boxing world knows what he is. He's a hot ticket, but you got to keep him winning. So
why does anyone want to mention Jared Anderson? The dude is already a mental case. It amazes me how you guys will recycle fighters who don't deserve any damn thing. This is how I know that y'all don't watch the sport. You're not versed. You don't like know nothing about the game, but you talk about familiar names that are familiar to you. That's why Mike Tyson can still run around here and embarrass himself and disrespect the sport because y'all know that name. But he was done ever since February of fucking 1990. Huh?
Yeah, he was.
Somebody, the next time you get close to him, ask him why he never fought Buster Douglas in a rematch.
He was supposed to run that back.
The real shit. But you guys can pull out. Jared Anderson don't need to be nowhere near a damn boxing ring. He showed you what he was all about.
Yeah, I don't like, you know, I might be a little biased, but Jared Anderson, look, we have to be honest in what these guys tell us. These guys tell us who they are. Jared Anderson wanted to get out the game before 30 years old. He was fighting gimme fights. The people around him were putting him in these gimme fights, and he had a big gimmick, you know, walking to the ring, pimp hats and jail outfits. You know, shout out to Jay Prince. I guess that was his idea. The marketing was okay, but if y'all go back and watch the before the Bacoli fight, if you watch the Charles Martin fight, the second half of the fight, you saw what Jared Anderson was. You know what I mean? Jared Anderson is a big, athletic, you know, menacing-looking kid in real life. All you gotta do is punch him in the fucking face, and the world changes. And
high-speed chases with the police.
Yeah, you know, once you start looking at the outside shit, you know, multiple run-ins with law enforcement, and he had a problem with his baby mama, and I said, here we go. I can't deal with a kid like that until they get help. And then I saw he had a fucking security dog with a coat on. Motherfucker walks around with McGruff the crime dog after he beat quote unquote, he beat, Prince Charles Martin, he's in the back crying on his mother's bosom with the dog. And I'm like, what's wrong with him? And Neek J was like, no, that's his security dog. I said, wait, hold on. That's not like a security dog, like you have a German Shepherd. Like you fuck around and get in the house, the German Shepherd's gonna tear you up. No, that's a comfort animal because he has mental issues. And I said, Nope. I don't trust that guy. He wants to make his money, and he said he wanted to get out the game. And that time has passed because he don't want to go out like, what he fought Bacoli. Now, he had a fight after that. It was right here in New York, and I understand he didn't look motivated. He was like 15, 20 pounds heavier, and he didn't look devastating in that fight. So, as it stands right now, AJ will bust his ass. But I don't want to see Jared anymore unless he can prove to me that he's in the gym, taking shit serious and not on Twitter making faces. Yeah, exactly. I'm only 23. Looking at shit. Yeah, exactly. Big Baby and Tank, they're cut from the same kind of cloth. I don't know what's with these fucking kids, man. I can't deal with kids like that. And I refuse to. So he's going to have to show me. Because I can't talk about him and invest in him if he's not showing me that he's worth it. Because then that makes me look bad. I'm supporting these fucking kids and they running around high-speed chases and, fucking off inside and outside the ring. I can't get behind that. That's why I don't deal with dudes like that. It's disappointing what he's dealing with, mental issues or whatever. And, that's why I tell the truth about Tank and everybody else who fucks up. I just told y'all, look, this shit with Shakur, I want him to beat Teofimo, but let's not forget who Shakur is and what he did. And he better be focused going into this fight. I got to remind y'all. But what's next for AJ? Does he want to be ranked or does he just want to get turkey money and just fight over there? What does he want to do? What do the rankings mean? Watch this. I'm going to tell y'all straight up and down. The perfect fight for him right now is to run that fade back with Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois just lost to the best in the game right now. One of the best in the game. And Dubois knocked him out. So they're coming off of I don't count this Jake Paul shit. AJ need to get that back in blood. I think a fight where we'll take him serious. Now watch this. Where we take him serious. If he runs it back with Dubois, I respect it. Even if he loses again, at least he tried. You're a former unified champion. There is no light work at this time. You just had a gimme fight, a glorified sparring session, and you made $92 million. But I think his next fight should be, run that fade with Daniel Dubois. Run it. Turkey will pay for it. And you know what? They don't even have to be the main event. They don't have to be. They can be, but they don't have to be. They don't have to be. But they could sell it as a main event. Do it again. It wasn't luck. There was no part of that fight that AJ won. But run it back now. Get it back in blood. I keep telling y'all, man, these things are just reserved for certain fighters. What happened to get it back in blood? Jake Paul needed to run that fade back with Tommy Fury. Get it back in blood. You got knocked out by Daniel Dubois. Get it back in blood. What are we doing here? What happened to all of that? Clinch counters and all this shit. Yeah.
Don't intimidate me.
Daniel, don't
Who do you think you are?
disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Daniel, don't
Who do you
disrespect.
think you are?
You got to run that back. You got to run that back, boy. You got to run that back. Get it back in blood. What happened? We're living by that, right? Y'all clowned Deontay when he said it. And then when y'all thought that Devin didn't want to run it back with Ryan, y'all were like, get it back in blood, don't sue. Y'all don't even know what the fuck the lawsuit was really about. And then when y'all found out he was trying to get it back in blood, y'all clowned him for that. Now Ryan fucked around and lost to Rolly. Rolly getting mad. You were supposed to, you had me running around and quiet all this time just for you not to run it back with me? The fuck you talking about? I was waiting on you, Ryan. What the fuck you talking about? Get it back in blood. Get it back in blood. What happened? I'm throwing all of that shit back in y'all face. Get it back in blood. Clot. Fuck's wrong with y'all? Fuck y'all talking about? Rolly voice. Fuck out of here. So now, if he don't run it back with Daniel Dubois, they're talking about Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Now, y'all might think, Andrew Hunter, salute. Y'all might think I might be off on this, but I'll pick AJ to knock out Tyson Fury in that fight, and I'll tell you why. Because Tyson can't cheat in Saudi. And if AJ's smart and Eddie Hearn knows the game, they would fight in Saudi. Remember when Tyson Fury lied about fighting in Saudi before? They can fight for real in Saudi. No titles on the line. This is just a popularity contest. Make the fight in Saudi. AJ will knock out Tyson Fury. He'll knock him out because he's not on drugs. He's not on drugs. And I think Tyson Fury has looked more washed up in his last 3 fights than AJ has. AJ's been consistent in his fuck-ups. But he's more athletic, and he's a harder puncher than Fury. He's a harder puncher. Now, I know, y'all talking about, oh, he's light on his feet. And yeah, all right, guess what? How'd that work out with Usyk? What happens when AJ closes the distance on his dumb ass? It starts hitting him a little harder than Usyk, because Usyk's not really a powerful puncher. He just outworks you. AJ could fucking hurt him. I'll ride with AJ in that fight. Boxing Fan Times 4 in that super chat. He says, let's go Boy Nuts versus TRT. Oh. Go ahead and make that Fury fight. I'll watch it. I got AJ by knockout. Who you got in that fight?
If it's in Saudi, I got AJ by KO.
Mm-hmm.
If it's in the UK, Fury gonna have his goodie bag.
Yeah, I think so.
And he's gonna push for it to be in the UK.
Now, this is the part where Eddie Hearn will have to exercise his white privilege. And this will be the time. Now, you know, Eddie, when he promotes certain people, he says certain things. When he's against certain people, he says a whole lot, don't he? This will be the time. Because remember, Eddie, he shit on you when you first got your DAZN money. He shit all over you. He put out a personal email. Do y'all remember this? He offered Tyson Fury something with DAZN. And he told him no and released the email to the public. This was way back in like 2014. So you need to fire back on him now, AJ. Eddie. You forced that fight to be in Saudi. You do not go to the UK and allow Fury to do what he does. Because you was able to hide Dillian White's B sample. You ain't gonna be able to get shit off on Fury. You make sure that fight's in Saudi. Slick Tom in that super chat salute. He says Fury's still out of shape, running around in tights. Yeah. Make that fight now. Jermaine Jubilee with that suplex in the chat. Salute, brother. Now, here's what I want. The winner of AJ versus Fury gets Deontay. if the Usyk fight don't happen. And I'm gonna tell you, in the perfect world, Usyk and Wilder lock up. I got Deontay in that fight, and I know y'all think I'm bugging. That's okay. Y'all don't know what I know. It's like y'all not wondering how the hell did Jake Paul get tired. Listen, James Toney right now is fat as hell. Do you know that man can still go 12 rounds right now? Right now. Fat as hell. You know why? How's his footwork? But he'll stand in the pocket and pick off shots. Not moving feet. He barely moves his feet. That's why he can go 12 rounds and still be dangerous. Jake Paul doesn't know how to do that. I got Wilder over Usyk by knockout. In a perfect world, that happens. And then the winner of that get the winner of Fury and AJ. If AJ wins, we finally get that fight. And AJ don't want it. Felix, what up? If Fury wins on an even playing field, a level playing field in Saudi, he's getting knocked out. As a matter of fact, someone hit up Turkey Al-Sheikh and put up a 4-man tournament. Usyk, Wilder, AJ, Fury. I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits. Do it. Fuck the belts, right? We don't care about no IBF, the WBC. We don't care about that. Let's get it on, man. Mills Lane voice. Let's get it on. Why not? Everybody doing what they want to do. Fuck out of here. Well, I ain't gonna long stroke y'all. I got things to do tonight, man. Stormy, let them know how they can find you, good brother.
Everybody can find me right out here on YouTube. The channel is Stormy B Man. That's Stormy B Man in all caps, but no cap.
Man, salute to y'all. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Follow me on Bear Cave Entertainment. Let's run those numbers up. Also follow me on Patreon and Rumble. I got some content coming out. And there's going to be another spot for y'all to follow us on. I ain't going to say nothing now. There's going to be another place for y'all to follow us on. And the options are just great, man. Pep Talk tomorrow night. I ain't done it in a while because I've been dealing with a lot of personal issues. I just haven't had the time. But I've been documenting a lot of schmuckery, and I want to review it. So salute to y'all, man. Y'all monkeys want to see Jake Paul ever again? No! I figured that. I'll see y'all in the AM, man. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.